Hello, my lovely Clear Minds family. I want to thank you because you keep showing up. And I want to encourage my new participants to pull a chair and sit down and join us in this forum because we love to welcome visitors. We love to share from our heart and we love to impact you in our own minimal ways. And we would like to hear from you and to learn from you as well. Today, I want to talk about a breakthrough mindset. We hear every day about mindset shifts, the value of a mindset change, of an empowering mindset. But what does that actually mean, and how do you achieve that? And in the same way, we reflect in this channel using our practical everyday analogies. I want you to look at water, all the beautiful waterfalls that we admire, the wells that we dig up, the springs, the sea. Any body of water is beautiful and useful and valuable, but it's also deadly, dangerous. It drowns us, it muddies us, it soaks us. And so is your mind. It's a powerful machine which can work with you and figure out things for you and save information for you and help you through all the most difficult and challenging situations of life. At the same time, that beautiful crafted mind can bury you, can drown you into anxiety and insecurities and hate and pain and all its memories that it refuses to let go of. You find yourself at crisis situations or interview situations where you're trying to pull that valuable information out of the mind to use in those situations and it evades you. But when you're trying to have a quiet, peaceful moment, all those dark, circling, difficult failure moments keep surfacing. So when we talk about mastering a breakthrough mindset, there are a few things that I want you to really think about and embody. Why does the mind do what it does? The first thing is because of your beliefs. Let's say, for instance, that you believe in Christ. When you walk into a situation, whether it's positive or negative, your first thought, your inclination is going to be to commit that situation to Christ or to thank Him for that positive situation. If you're in troubled waters, you close your eyes and say, Lord, I commit my life into your hands. Because you believe in His power and you believe in your worth as a child of God. And then you will take that step because you know He's got you. That belief comes through in your mind, in your thought, in your action. That's one way to go through life. The other one is your identity. How you define yourself is going to determine whether or not you take that step. If you saw this mind as a thinking, living thing, and if you came to it and said to your mind that you want to build a big, beautiful machine called a plane that will carry 700 to 1,000 people and fly into the space and go and land somewhere else in a completely different location, it will look at you and say you're crazy because it doesn't have knowledge of that happening. It will caution you. It will tell you that you're wasting your time and your emotion and your resources. But if your brain had experienced that situation, known about its possibilities, and that the skills are in you, that that identity suits you, it will take that step with you. It will calm its anxiety. So why does the mind panic? It panics because it's trying to protect you, to reason with you, to inform you of those decisions that you're trying to take. And sometimes you actually need to listen Listen without running. Because the thing is, we often run when that voice of caution or anxiety comes into our mind. But if you're being really honest, most of those times, we are not capable, we are not ready, or we are not motivated to take that step that we thought about before all of those thoughts came flooding into mind. Another thing that pulls the mind into action is past experiences of failure, trauma, or disappointment. If you've had a major car crash on a motorway and you thought about going on a difficult journey, it will trigger those thoughts and the mind will send those cautious warning signs flooding into your mind. It's like, not again. There's danger lurking down that road. You know it. Because the mind has first-hand information about all the wrong things or all the right things that can happen down that road. So it feeds back that information to you as caution, reminder, warning. Be careful. Don't do it. You will get hurt. You will get disappointed. You get another heartbreak. You will get fired. And so we recoil into inaction, into stagnation. But was the mind really stopping you, or was it just feeding back the information that you fed it? Because whether you believe it or not, at some distant or not too long ago period, you told that mind that you were scared of swimming. You told that mind that you were not good enough for that partner, that you didn't feel well, that you didn't feel capable, loved, inspired. And so when those action projects, problems come and you ask it for solutions, it gives you what it's got, which is either nothing or everything or something. Something that you can then work with. Instead of running, answer those questions that the anxiety is giving you. You're unable, seek the solution, seek the knowledge, seek the plan. Because when you start figuring out and getting the answers, the anxiety will go down and the mind will work with you, fight with you, navigate for you. And then think about your emotions. Sometimes you're lying in bed feeling flat and low and lazy or tired and exhausted and dreaming big dreams, trying to go for big demons, and the brain will tell you that no, because it feels you're not ready. It sees you're too lazy. You're procrastinating. And so instead of giving up on those projects, you build the momentum. You ignite the flame in yourself. You change the narrative. You tell the mind a different story. You boost the energy, and it will let you take the step. And that's the cycle of life. I'm tired. The brain helps you to not take those actions because you're going to fall flat. So here is the deal for you. Your mind is your human bank that you invest in. And when the time comes, you go to it for knowledge. You go to it for solutions, for emotion, for comfort. And it will give you what it's got. It will give you what you've invested in it. If you've killed it with negativity, if you've killed it with insecurities, if you filled it with whatever information is flooding in there, it will flow out at your moment of need. If your mind is a drought in certain areas that you seek knowledge in, you got nothing when you go to the bank on those areas. Your confidence, your self-worth, your ability to see an alternative perspective in every situation, how dynamic you are, how polite, how sociable, how helpful, how patient. Because if you find yourself in situations that need momentum and tolerance and patience, it will dismiss your security in that area. It will tell you to give up that dream because the information it's got on you is that of inability and insecurity. So we need to learn to start giving the brain what we want at point of harvest. And that's what a mindset shift is. Your thoughts, your feelings, your identity, your beliefs, they come together to make that person who is known as you. And so when you tell your mind that you will fly a plane, it will tell you you're playing. But if you're that person who has convinced the mind that you can fly a plane, it will help you, or it will watch you dismiss its insecurities, and then it will work with you anyways. So you either have it from the beginning or you build it post the insecurities and the self-doubt and the fear. Because as the saying goes, every success lies behind the story or the blind of fear. You have to go through that fear to uncover your beautiful, achievable goals. So when those doubts descend, it's not to scare you. Do not run, but figure it out. Give your brain the answers and it will work with you. I hope this message is practical enough. I hope you can really start to reflect on how to shift your mind. And please share this so that we can have these conversations with more people. Have a lovely, lovely day and start giving your brain healthy feed.